In today's video, we're going to go through 5 boxes of manga. I paid $600 for 200 volumes of manga, or $3 a piece. It's a lot of more vintage shonen manga. Really cool stuff. I'm excited to go through this. Let's start digging through these boxes. All right, let's go through this banker box full of manga volumes. Okay, starting off, it looks like we have Dragon Ball Z volumes, which are these the first prints? Oh, this is the first printing, so not in the best shape. It looks like it was well loved, but I have a feeling these first printings will end up having some value long term, so I'm like really happy to get first printing. Volume number 2, and I just Akira Toriyama artwork I really enjoy. I think it's really cute, so I'm just excited to get these because I've never read them and I've always kind of wanted to read them. Volume 4, Volume 8. So I'm wondering if this is the full run, or at least a good chunk of it. Number 7, which I mean, this is a larger format. I don't know if this is the first printing of this format or if they changed it or not. Volume 6 and Volume 5. Okay, that's cool. Okay, then we have a whole bunch of Escaflowne volumes. Volume 7. This one I'm not as familiar with. Looks really, really epic, though. Yeah, looking forward to checking that out. Very cool. You guys can let me know off the top of my head. I don't know if any of these are out of print or hard to get, or if they have any value. But if you do know, let me know, because it makes it a little bit more exciting. If I got something that might have been hard to get. I like getting stuff that's hard to get before I know it's hard to get. Volume 1. This one actually looks really cool. Yeah, I like mecha stories and whatnot, so I'm looking forward to checking that one out. Volume 2. I don't know, like, this is just very intriguing to me. Yeah, this looks fun. Okay. Volume 3. Cover is cool, art's cool. Then Volume 4. This one has like a matte finish. Other ones are glossy. This one is more matte. Again, the artwork looks very intriguing, very beautiful inside. Okay, that is cool looking. Volume 5. This one is very beat up. Well, just fine. I paid cheap enough on these that I knew some were worn, and I'm just happy to have it because I want to read them. I'm not really buying them for collectability or anything. I'm just buying them because I want to have a lot of really cool books to read. Okay, there's some, I guess you'd call this America manga, where they made the Runaways into manga size. So it's not a manga, but like a manga, sort of. I guess they're doing that more often now, but what year did this come out? I gotta look. 2006. So I guess they were trying this manga format, and I don't think it worked as well back then. Today, it just makes so much sense to put a lot of American comics into this format. And this was $8 cover price, so yeah, it's cheap. I like the Runaways. The show was okay. The comics, I like the artwork. I like the covers a lot. I think the covers have some beautiful covers. But yeah, $3 a volume on these, I'm not as excited for. This is the kind of stuff that I feel like I can get for $1. It's not really in demand. And I'm not as excited to get it. I might even have a bunch of it. Oh, there's Volume 1. I'm guessing that I have a huge chunk of these already. Oh, I had a couple more Escaflowne volumes. Volume 8. This I'm more excited for. This just looks like epic action. Epic action. Yeah, I'm looking forward to really checking that one out. And Volume 6. Cute cover. Next we have... Oh, I've never heard of this one. We have Arm of Cannon. I'm going to take a little bit more time with that. That looks really cool. It's like a silhouette, red and black instead of black and white. Artwork looks interesting inside. Is this must be kind of a rare manga because I haven't really heard of it. So I don't know if this is one that... I don't know if it's good. It just looks really cool. Army of Cannon Volume 5. It's like a creepy, cool looking cover. Yeah, artwork looks interesting. Okay, that one I'm gonna have to research a little bit. $3 might have been a really good price on these. Volume 7. This whole series is just intriguing to me. It looks really cool. Volume 6. It's super creepy but awesome. I like the black and white, but with color. Interesting. Okay, very cool looking. Volume 8. It's a really cool samurai cover with all the like faces of people in agony. Yeah, wow, that looks really cool. Volume 1. So I might have a full set of these. Okay, yeah, that looks cool. Volume 2. Very cool. Volume 3. Like, it's just creepy horror action. Not 100% sure what genre you'd call that. But it looks amazing. Okay, on to another series. We have Full Metal Alchemist, which is, you know, all-time classic. I might have all these already, so I'll have to eventually sort them out, pick out either first prints or nicer condition copies, and then sell the duplicates. Volume 12. I do something like this that's really cool. I will keep all the first prints just as kind of like an investment, sort of, just long term. Later on, when they go up in value, I can trade them or sell them for things that I really want that I can't afford. That's usually how I collect, is I just wait for things to mature, and then I trade up. Volume 9. I mean, it's always cool to see Full Metal Alchemist. Volume 8. Volume 7. Volume 6. Do really like the art in these. Just, it's kind of like a fun, whimsical, cute, but awesome style. Love it. Volume 5. Volume 3 is one of the metallic. Now, did they only do the metallics in the first few? Because every once in a while I get metallic ones, but I don't remember what numbers, if they're just like the first. Ooh, this one has a trading card in it. Oh, that's neat. That makes me think this might be a little bit more collectible of a volume. Let's see the copyright information there. Is it in here? First printing. Yeah, so these might be a little bit collectible now. Not like super valuable, but I think they're starting to gain value on all these classic series when they're first prints. This is first printing. Very cool. Number 2. So yeah, I might just keep those even if I have them already, just because the first prints. And then volume 1, this one's beat up, but I'm guessing it's a first print. So yeah, also a first printing. Okay, very neat. All right, that box had a lot of really nice volumes of manga. Happy with all of those. All right, let's dig through this box. This box has some really fun manga volumes in it. All right, let's dig into the box. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of Inuyasha volumes. So if the full set of that is there, I'll be really happy to have that. So we have volume 22. Big fan of Rumiko Takahashi's art. So I want to collect all the manga volumes that she's worked on. Dragon Ball volume 14. Another set I would like to put together. So nice to see. I always say that's like a set that will put itself together because it's in every collection. Inuyasha number 18. Man, it'll be really cool if the full set is in here. Inuyasha volume 17. Inuyasha volume 24. Inuyasha volume 26. Inuyasha volume 23. So it's a good chunk of these so far. Inuyasha volume 25. But it looks like this is the higher half. So I'll have to see if the rest of it's in the box because it flips to another series after this. Inuyasha number 19, I mean. Vampire Hunter D, the novel. So just the novel, but the cover is really cool. Oh, no, here's more Inuyasha. Sweet. More high numbers, though. Volume 15. Volume 14. Volume 30. Volume 29. Volume 28. Wow, there's so many volumes. Volume 27, which if it's a full set in here, that'll be actually pretty awesome. I'd be thrilled to have those. Let's see. Vampire Hunter D. Is this another another novelization of a different stories, I guess. I don't know, did they do a lot of manga on that series? I feel like there isn't a ton of manga. Inuyasha volume 16. Vampire Hunter D, another novel. So a bunch of vampire. I might keep. Usually I don't keep the novels, but I do like Vampire Hunter D, so I might keep those. And then a different novel. Jesus, a lot of novelizations of the story. And another novel. So it looks like I'm getting the whole Vampire Hunter D novel series. Demon Healthcare, another novel. Wow, there's a lot of novels in here. And one more novel. Okay, looks like there's a whole bunch of Battle Angel Alita stuff, which I'm a huge fan of as well. I love the artwork and the storytelling. It's just a really cool sci-fi story, so I love it. I have the hardcover box set of the first story, I believe. I don't remember if all these second and third series are in that box set as well. I'll have to double check. If not, I'm still happy to get it as a different version. More Dragon Ball, sweet. Be cool if there's a full set of that in there as well. Dragon Ball Volume 12. Again, just really like the artwork. That's cool. I don't really need to say much about Dragon Ball. I mean, everyone knows Dragon Ball. And then Inuyasha Volume 21. More Battle Angel Alita. What's that? I don't know. These are all standalone volumes. Man, gorgeous though. Gorgeous. This is Angel of Chaos. I'll have to figure out what goes with what. You know, like what order it goes in. Because I don't know off the top of my head. This is Angel of Victory. And then Angel of Redemption. I heard that they're going to work on the second movie too. I really want to see it. I love the first animated one. 3D, or I guess it's live action animated one. Dragon Ball 15. This was a really nice collection to pick up because I feel like it just fills in some of the kind of more mainstream titles, but like just really good quality titles. Inuyasha Volume 20. Which also means the more, mainstream stuff I have, this is stuff you get more often. It makes it a lot easier, too, if I buy lots with duplicates that I can sell off and kind of pay for everything. So I do like having it as well. Because if I don't have it, I want it. But if I have it already, it makes it a little bit easier for me to put the collections together. Battle Angel Alita, Killing Angel. This is so cool, though. There's so many different volumes in here. Oh, this is cool. Full Metal Panic Volume 4. Okay, that's actually kind of neat to get. Full Metal Panic Volume 5. Full Metal Panic Volume 6. And Battle Angel Alita Tears of an Angel. So cool. Honestly, I haven't even looked at half these boxes. I just took a quick look and I thought, you know what, good enough. Let me just buy the collection. So some of this I'm seeing for the first time. And so far, I'm thrilled by what I'm seeing. Full Metal Panic Volume 3. Full Metal Panic Volume 1. That's cool. These I don't see that often. Are these a little bit harder to get? I don't know how to look it up. And Full Metal Panic number 2. Oh, this is cool. We have some Rurouni Kenshin Volume 7. Okay, that's cool. That's another series I wanted to put together. Getting all the classics. Volume 6. Volume 9. Volume 8. This is, I don't know, just a really, really fun collection of stuff that's maybe like 10 to 20 years old. Volume 10. Which if you've been collecting for a long time, you probably have it all. But if you didn't collect it like me, it's fun to get it all in a collection like this. There's a lot of volumes of this. So volume 14, nice sideways volume. Volume 16, also sideways. Interesting. Volume 17. Volume 18. And volume 19. Very cool. So I'm wondering if the Inuyashas are in the other box, because it looks like we just have the rest of this run. Volume 4. Rurouni Kenshin Volume 5. Volume 3. That's a really pretty cover. I like her outfit. Volume 17. Volume 1. Volume 27. I'm wondering if some of these higher numbers are a little bit harder to get. Sometimes the high numbers of a series are kind of expensive because they don't print as many. Volume 28. So I'm always curious when I get high numbers. Volume 2. Volume 25. Volume 20. Volume 21. Volume 11. Volume 12. Volume 13. Volume 24. Volume 26. And volume 22. And the last one in the box is volume 23, another sideways one. Very cool box. All right, that box is really epic. I'm happy to get some Dragon Ball Z. Rurouni Kenshin is up to number 28, so I don't know if that's the full run. That's pretty awesome. Inuyasha is 14 through 30. I'm wondering if the rest of the runs in another box. And all the Battle Angel Alita books are amazing. And the Full Metal Panic set's pretty cool. I love that box. Lots of really cool stuff there. All right, next box is... Yep, more amazing looking volumes of manga. All right, let's dig through this box. Okay, I got these small ones. We got Samurai Executioner, Volume 3. This looks like probably like old school Garo reprints, I'm guessing. I'm not sure, but that's cool. I like in the vintage stuff. Volume 1. Although this small size might be a little bit hard to read. And then Volume 2. Looks really cool, though. Okay, and then we have a whole bunch of Neon Genesis Evangelion volumes, Volume 6. It's a little dusty. I need to clean it up, but that's okay. Relatively good shape otherwise. We got Volume 7. Volume 5. Volume 1, so I can start reading it. Volume 2. I do love the covers. The artwork's beautiful. The painted covers. Volume 3. Yeah, these are beautiful. Volume 4. Love that cover. Oh, I have Volume 4 of this little series. I feel like this would be a really quick read. I'm kind of curious of this one. Okay, then it looks like we have a bunch more Dragon Ball Z. Or just regular Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball Volume 4. I wonder if... There must have been multiple printings, because weren't the other ones little teeny red covers? Volume 3. So I feel like there's multiple different printings. Different sizes, different printings. Volume 2, which I'm pretty sure I have already. I think I have the first 2 or 3 volumes. Love the cover on that one. Volume 1. Volume 9. Beautiful cover, too. I like the kind of more shaded and painted covers. I guess they're all like that. But that one's really, really awesome looking. Let's see. Volume 8. Volume 7. Cool motorcycle cover. And Volume 6. Now, these look a little bit more beat up, so I'm going to have a feeling these got read multiple times. Or whoever owned them enjoyed them a lot more than some of the other series. Okay, then it looks like there's a full set of High School DD. It says it's warning, so I probably can't. Maybe R-rated. But yeah, it looks cool. Volume 2. Oh, it looks cool. It looks cool. It looks interesting. Someone could tell me all about it. Volume 3. Volume 4. Volume 5. Volume 6. Volume 7. Volume 8. Volume 9. Volume 10. And volume 11, which I'm guessing is the full set. Something like that. Okay, then we have a whole set of Rebirth, which I don't know much about. Looks interesting enough. Like worth, reading the first one, see how I like it. So that's volume 20. It's also a higher number, so I don't know if that's a little bit rarer. Volume 19. Volume 18. Volume 16. So we skip a number. Volume 14. I don't know if they're just out of order. There might be. Volume 13. Or I'll have to track down a few volumes to complete it. Volume 12. Volume 11. I mean, the artwork looks pretty cool. Some kind of action story. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to read the first volume and see if I like it. Volume 10. Volume 9. Volume 8. Volume 7. Volume 6. Volume 5. Volume 4. Volume 3. Volume 2. And volume 1. So it does look like a handful of volumes are missing, but most of them are there. Another really fun box full of manga. Really happy with the Neon Genesis Evangelion volumes, but everything's very fun. Okay, final box. Looks like a bunch of Berserk, some Dragon Ball, maybe a few other things. Okay, that's going to be a really fun box to go through. We have Berserk volume 15. I want to collect all the hardcovers. I have 1 through 3. That's kind of how I want to read them. But I also want these single volumes just so I can have the artwork and just have it as another Berserk object. Berserk's amazing. Berserk volume 20. Berserk volume 19. Yeah, I want the larger size just so I can enjoy the artwork more because the artwork is so gorgeous. Berserk volume 14, really nice cover. Berserk volume 4, this one is a little bit damaged, but that's okay. Again, a lot like this, I assume some are going to be kind of worn. But for the most part, like this one's pretty good shape. So for the most part, they're in decent shape. There's just a handful that aren't. And at $3 a piece, I'm not complaining because that's still like I can read it. It's amazing. I can upgrade it later if I get another lot with a better copy. All right, volume 12. Volume 23. Volume 3. And are some of the high volumes kind of hard to get in these single issues? That I don't know. Volume 6. Volume 7. Volume 8. Volume 9. I'm going to double check. See if these are first prints. Yeah, first prints. So that's really cool. I like collecting first prints when I can. Berserk number 10. Berserk number 16. Berserk number 17. Berserk number 11. Berserk number 21. So there's a few volumes missing, but it looks like most of them are there. Okay, and then we have some Naruto. We have volume 10, which I should have a good chunk of these already, I think. Volume 11. Another, early 2000s classic. Volume 12, or at least in the US, that's when all the kids became huge fans. Late 90s, early 2000s. 13. Volume 15. Volume 9. Volume 3. Volume 8. Volume 4. Volume 7. Volume 18. Let's see, exclusive collectible sticker inside. Is it still inside? Oh, yep, sticker sheet's still there. Is that something in the future? It'll be like, the tattoos in Spider-Man 238. Like, does it have the stickers? Volume 17. Okay, then we have a little run of Samurai Deeper. Volume 25. Sideways, volume 23. Or maybe not Sideways. Sort of Sideways. Sort of not. Volume 18. So I don't think it's going to be a full run. It's just going to be like the end of the run of this. Volume 13, which I did buy another part of this collection from these guys at the Big Apple Comic-Con. So I might have actually got the missing volumes or some of the missing volumes in the other lot I bought. Volume 11. Volume 21. These are a little bit beat up. Or a couple of them are at least. Volume 8. And volume 7. Very cool. All right, that was another awesome box, especially all the Berserk volumes. Those are so cool. Really happy to pick those all up. This comic short box, as you can see, there's some really cool stuff on top here. Okay, let's go through this box. Okay, first we got this Vampire Hunter D Volume 1. Doesn't have a barcode, so I don't know if this was out of a box set or something. Honestly, just not sure, but it looks really cool. And Vampire Hunter D is cool in general, so actually really happy to get that. We got a Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume. It's one of those Viz big ones. Volume 34, 35, 36. That is cool. I didn't have that. I don't think I had most of this collection, so I'm actually really happy to pick these all up. Volume 37 and 38. Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume 25, 26, 27. So it looks like, I don't know, this box might be actually really full of these. I might end up getting all the Yu-Gi-Oh! Volumes, which would be really cool. Volume 22, 23, 24. Like these, cover price $15. Maybe used, I can get them 10 on Amazon, I want to say. So get them for $3 a piece feels really good. Volume 19, 20, 21. Yeah, that looks really cool. Volume 31, 32, 33. So they're a little bit out of order. But I'm thinking they're all going to be in here. Yu-Gi-Oh! Volume 16, 17, and 18. Or at least the majority of the collection. Yu-Gi-Oh! 13, 14, and 15. That's super cool. No, I didn't really get into Yu-Gi-Oh! I was in my 20s when it came out. Question is the manga like a lot more exciting than the US cartoon? I feel like I want to check it out and read it and see how much I like it. 10, 11, 12, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, it looks like I'm getting most of these. 4, 5, 6. I mean, artwork inside looks really cool. Okay, that's neat. Happy to get that. 28, 29, and 30. And volume 1, 2, 3. So I didn't actually add them up to see if I have them in order, but it looks like most of them are here. 1, 13. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the full run. Okay, that is really neat. So that looks like it's the full run 1 through 38. Plus the Vampire Hunter D. Very nice little shelf of books. That's another amazing wall of manga that I picked up in one collection. Really happy with everything there. That's amazing. Okay, let's go watch some bonus content. This is my anime 2025 haul. Setting it all up like this, I realized I got a lot of really cool stuff that I really enjoy. And it looks so nice to see it all set up like this. We are going to go through everything I picked up. I just think I got a lot of really awesome things. Okay, let's go through the whole pile of stuff. The very first thing I found was this Elfin book by Taijin, I believe. So I was on kind of a hunt for a frame and stuff. And, I saw a lot of posters and stuff. But then I saw this really beautiful art book. I love when artists do art books. Now, it's not framing, but it is elf kind. And it's just like a beautiful collection of elves just hanging out. And they look adorable. So I was like, you know what? I gotta buy it. I love art books. I wish more artists in Artist Alley would put their art together in books like this. Because honestly, I don't have room for prints. I have room for books. And I love a book that has lots of imagery that I can sit down and I can enjoy. Whereas prints, like you can put one print up and you're stuck looking at that one image. And I like to look at a ton of images. So I paid $45. I think that's a bigger sale than most people get selling their prints. Usually they do like 2 for 35, 25 each, that kind of thing. I feel like a book would actually get an artist more sales. His stuff just looks really beautiful. Lots of really awesome sketches of different artists. Different fairies. I love that page. Just the coloring is gorgeous. So yeah, it doesn't have to be like a super complicated art book. It doesn't have to be a full-on comic book, graphic novel. Even if it just sketches with the colored art next to it, that alone to me is nice enough to really, really enjoy someone's art. So I would love a lot more books like this. I think all these elf images are absolutely stunning. And then I think the rest of the book is mostly just sketches. So the color pages were the best. That's really what sold it for me. A lot of these are just sketches, but they're really pretty sketches. And I think I will be looking for this artist again. I haven't followed him yet on Instagram, but I'm going to look to see if he has an Instagram. I think he would be worth following because I really like this. So yeah, there's just a whole bunch of sketches. And then the back cover. Yeah, this is a gorgeous book. Absolutely love it. One of my favorite things I've bought. Next, I bought from Sarah Flair. I think that's how you say their name. This beautiful like foil frame print. I actually really, really, really like this size. The big prints, they're hard to deal with. I feel like every time I buy them, I damage them. Whereas this size is pretty much the size of like a deluxe edition manga. Which I feel like if Frame ever comes out with like a nice hardcover manga, I could buy the manga and put the print in the front of it and just make it like a even more deluxe version of the manga. I thought that was an absolutely stunning print. They had a larger size. I think this size was like $30. It wasn't cheap. It's almost like a plastic, I think. So I think it's almost like an acrylic sheet with little metal foil tape around the edge. Not 100% sure how they put it together, but I thought that looked stunning. I am so thrilled that I actually picked that up. I think that's one of the nicest things I got. Okay, and then the next person I bought stuff was Celtis. I really like her artwork, and these prints had these gorgeous like gold foil around the edges. I had her sign it. This artist signed it on the back. So we have a little autograph on the back. This print, though, it's stunning. I love the foil. She had the larger size, but again, I feel like this would fit into my collection better because I can put it in with like a manga down the road or something like that. I'll just have to buy extra. I'm sticking to this other print here. I'll have to buy extra copies of the deluxe frame in like 5-10 years when they print a deluxe version. I'll have to buy extra copies just to put these prints in front of. That was beautiful. These were 2 for $35. So I got for Erin. I also got the Fern one, which has also got the beautiful foil. This one is like a silver foil, not gold foil, also signed by her. I thought those were stunning. Really, really happy I got this. I was really tempted to buy so many more of the Frame posters. But again, I ended up realizing I like this smaller size because the smaller size I can do something with. The large size, I need to either get like a big poster print folio kind of thing, or, just have them in a pile where they get damaged. And it's so hard to deal with the big things. These little small things were amazing. Oh, and one thing I love to do too, when I buy from artists or like comic artists or people that create things, if they have a business card, which Celtis did, this really cute business card, I'll grab a business card and I'll get the artist to sign the business card so I can actually put this with the prints, which is great is that later on when I find the art, I have all this information to remind me how to find the artist again. Because if I see this in like 5 years, I'm like, well, I can see the Celtis is signed, but let's say I just sort of forgot what it was. If the business card is with it, I'm like, oh, that's Celtis. How do I figure out? Here's the social media, website, email, all that kind of stuff. So I do like to keep the card with the art when I can. And I like when they're signed. So I do have a collection. I probably have like 30 or 40 signed business cards like this that I've collected over the years. I just think it's a neat little added thing that you can add to a collection. Okay, next I bought this really adorable print from Jessica Luna. There's just something about, it's like this fun angle where you see the woman from behind her, but then you see her reflection in the mirror looking back. I thought it was just a really fun, playful print. I saw this image originally when I met her a year and a half ago or so at the 5 Points Festival. And I saw the original artwork was up for sale for, I think like $500, $600. I sort of wanted it. It sold out. So it's something I've thought about for a long time. I saw that she had the prints for $15, which I had her sign. I decided, you know what? I'm going to pick it up. And again, I also got the business card signed. Because, the business card gives you all the information on the artist. You can follow her at _eat slugs. She does a lot of really beautiful illustrations like this. And so, I got the card. I got the little print. That's amazing. And for $10, I also bought this really cool little pumpkin dude that she had made. I'm a big sucker for pumpkin-themed like monsters and people. I collect them. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, I need to get that too. $10 for a pin? That sounds like a great deal. So that's like, I got the pin, the business card, and the print all for $25. I thought that was amazing. And then one other artist I saw from Chunky Tomato, I saw the Star versus the Forces of Evil pin. This is one of my all-time favorite cartoons. When it was on TV, it was my favorite thing. I absolutely love it. I really wish they would do something new. Even if it was just like a, I don't know, more comics, graphic novel, something. I absolutely love the character. I also got the business card from the artist signed, so I can follow them and check out all their information. Love it. There's not a ton of Star versus the Force of Evil merchandise out there. So every time I can find something like a pin or a print or something, I'm going to buy it. It's the only thing I saw at the con. But I guess the show it's been a few years since it's been over. So it's not really in everyone's mind right now. It's in my mind, though. I absolutely love it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun in Artist Alley. I didn't buy a ton in Artist Alley. But every piece that I did buy in Artist Alley was just absolutely perfect for me. Absolutely stunning. Thrilled to add these items to my collection. Okay, now let's look at some of the promo things I picked up. Okay, we'll go through a few of the freebies. We got a little flyer for Rooster Fighter. They're doing a big old, I think they're doing all kinds of things promoting it. They also had a One Punch Man thing set up, which was kind of neat. I didn't do that. I just grabbed the flyer because I think Rooster Fighter is kind of fun. They also were giving away a Rooster Fighter mask. Had to grab that. That is, fantastic. A couple little free pins. So Viz Media, they had a cool little Viz Media pin. I thought that was awesome. Happy to grab that. And then a Shonen Jump pin, which I thought was also cool. So I grabbed that. I like the little promotional things like that. Viz was giving out samplers of some of their, I guess, newer series or older series. I don't know. Just looked like a bunch of really cool stuff. A few pages out of each of those. I really want to get that manga. It looks really interesting. So that was neat. Oh, I got a Rooster Fighter poster, which is kind of hard to show. It got a little bit creased up, which I was afraid of. But honestly, I always find it really, really hard to grab posters unless you have the proper, poster holder on you, which I did not. So I knew that was going to get a little bit creased up. But that's okay. And mostly the mask and the pins were the thing I wanted the most out of the freebies. This is really cool. Young Magazine was giving away a free copy. Basically, you just had to follow them on X or sign up on their website and vote for which of the series that you wanted to have printed as a standalone actual single volume instead of in the magazine. So I thought that was kind of neat. And then they gave you just this single issue, or it's like, what is it? It's the 45th anniversary special issue. And that's a big, thick magazine. And it's just, one cool looking series after another in here. So I'm going to go through it and read a bunch of this. I think I want to check out what it's like. I thought that was really awesome. Like, how much would they have charged for something like this? I don't see a price on the cover, so I'm assuming they just made this to give away for the show. But I'm assuming something like that new would be like $10-20. So that was really neat that they were giving those away. And then let's switch these over. I grabbed one of these heritage catalogs. Now, this is an older auction that had already expired or passed or whatever. But you just had to fill in the information to get on their mailing list, which was fine because I don't mind getting stuff sent to me. And I wanted it just because it has a really cool Studio Ghibli Kiki's Delivery Service cover. I thought that was amazing. My heart is Studio Ghibli, so anything Ghibli related, I'm going to just grab that. And it's just a cool little auction. You got Inuyasha, anime cells, Cowboy Bebop. Studio Ghibli anime sells, a whole bunch of animation sells, and like original sketches. It's a really cool catalog just to see like a whole collection of this type of stuff. And I grabbed a flyer for their upcoming auction, the October 10th one. I thought that was really neat. So yeah, those are free. Now for the manga, or there's one manga I paid full price for. So there's a whole booth set up for the Zombie Makeout Club. So I bought the manga, and they asked me if I wanted a bag, and I saw that the bag had, you know, the graphics printed on it. I thought that was really cool. I love little commercial things like that, bags and whatnot. It's a neat little collectible. That's probably something that most people won't keep, or you won't be able to get. I didn't know anything about this manga. It's just the Zombie Makeout Club. This is a volume 1 through 3 collected into English. I like just the gothic girl aesthetic of it, and just the artwork looked really, really interesting to me. It looked like a simple read, like not a ton of dialogue, just a fun looking manga to look through. Yeah, this looks really cool to me. Oh, you know me, I'm a sucker for anyone in a gas mask. Kind of creepy, kind of awesome. That was $20. I'm sure if I was patient, I could probably wait to get it cheaper. It doesn't have a barcode, so I don't even know if it was like commercially available in the US. I decided, you know what, let's get it. It looks pretty dope. Honestly, I was kind of hoping for more manga vendors that are selling cheap manga, but there was a few, you know, publishers selling the new stuff. I'm such a bargain hunter that I don't go out of my way to buy something at full price unless it's something kind of obscure or something that I didn't think I would find easily again. So that's why I grabbed that. But, all right, I'm going to just start showing you some manga volumes. So we have Pluto, number 4. I've only read a little bit of Urasawa stuff, but whatever I read, I've really enjoyed. And I love the anime for that. I did read volume 1 of 20th Century Boys, so I had been looking for volume 2. So another Urasawa. I kind of want to get all the stuff that he did. Okay, so let me just show you these two. So what it was I found a booth that was selling manga 50% off cover price. I am such a sucker for cheap manga or discount manga, especially if it's like a nicer one. Oh, I just noticed this one has a little bit of a rip on the cover. But you know what? I'm okay with that. When I buy cheap manga, I expect things to be a little bit beat up and not 100% perfect. Because I'm buying it to read it, and by the time I'm done reading all these, they're going to be a little bit more beat up anyway. You know, more creases on the spine and whatnot. So I might as well, you know, save a few dollars, get it a little bit worn. And, you know, so this one is 20, so I paid 10 for that one. I paid $6.50 for that one, which is awesome. I would like to put the full run. But yeah, volume 2 I've been thinking I should pick up because I did enjoy volume 1. So I was happy to see that. I really like his artwork in general. It just looks beautiful. And the storytelling is usually like, it's a little bit slow paced, but it's usually like a fun mystery or something kind of interesting goes on. So I do really like that. Okay, I got the Pride and Prejudice, the manga classics adaptation. I got that basically for my wife, but I might end up reading it as well. I heard it's pretty decent, and this is the hardcover version, which I think is out of print and kind of a little bit more expensive. Cover price was $25, so I paid $12.50 for that. I think on Amazon, the cheapest one I saw was like $45. I don't know if on eBay if it's that expensive. What I know, though, is $12 felt like a great price on that. Then I got Urusei Yatsura, the Viz Big or more deluxe version. $10 for that one. Volume 10. I have 1 through 4 and one higher number volume. I need to fill in the rest because I'm trying to read through all of it in English. And I like reading it in this format, so I'm trying to get all of those. Absolutely love it. This I was thrilled to see. We got a Blackjack Volume 3, Osamu Tezuka. I think this is one of the cheaper volumes, not like one of the rarer ones that people like. The higher numbers in the teens, some of those go for like $50 to $100. But this one was half cover price. So this one was $8.50, which I don't know if it's a first print. If it's a first print, it might be worth a bit more. Third printing, I guess. Still, $8.50 is cheap because I think I looked on eBay and these are still going for like $12-15. So I'm actually really happy to pick that up. Blackjack's a series I've been dying to read for a while now. So these two are actually really high on my want list. Thrilled to get those for half cover price. And then we have Pluto Volume 2, so another Urasawa book. That one was $6.50. I'm just a sucker. You know, I would love a anime manga show that mostly had vendors with discounted manga. You know, like 20% off cover price doesn't excite me too much because on Amazon, most stuff is 20 to 30% off and occasionally goes to 50% off. And I can get reward points on my credit cards to buy it on Amazon. So I don't really get excited for 10, 20% off manga. What I want to see is either out of print manga for a reasonable price, you know, maybe slightly under eBay price. If it sells all the time at 100 on eBay, if I can get for like 90, you know, that kind of thing. Or just vendors with 50% off. To me, 50% vendors, this was super fun. I really wanted to buy a lot more. My only limit was manga's heavy. Once you buy 5-10 volumes, you really can't carry much more on your shoulders. Thrilled with these, though. These are all great pickups for me. Okay, next, I thought was really cool. I actually hadn't seen this before. So it's Transformers the Manga Volume 1. It's this beautiful hardcover. It has the foil or spot foil on the logo, a glossy finish. I love hardcover manga in general. I just think it just feels so nice in the hands. And what's really cool is this is a collected manga story that was originally published in 1985. That's back when I was into Transformers as a kid. So this is like original Transformers. This is Transformers from when Transformers were created based on Japanese toys and then turned into Transformers. So this is absolutely amazing. It says Transformers the manga was originally serialized in TV magazine beginning in 1985, alongside the debut of the franchise in Japan. This manga is original work, especially for Japanese audiences, that establishes a parallel canon to the American Generation 1 series with different motivations, allegiances, and settings. So it's different than the Transformers I grew up with, but visually it's the Transformers. And I think it looks amazing. I'm actually really excited to read through this, and I think I'm going to have to try to track down the rest of the volumes because this artwork just looks absolutely stunning. I was a huge, in 85, I was a huge Transformers fan. I had tons of them. I love the cartoon, just everything about it. I love $25 cover price, so I paid $12.50. Thrilled to get that. That is really awesome. I got Citrus Volume 1. This was a total cover buy. Don't know anything about it. It might be a GL, not 100% sure. But just the cover. I thought the cover looked great. Interior artwork looks cute. But it's just really the cover sold that. Oh, what was that? That was $6.50. So yeah, again, if I'm getting stuff at a discount, I'll try a few things like that are just cover buys. Next we got Junji Ito Smash. I mean, everyone knows Junji Ito classic horror. This one was $23 cover price, so I paid $11.50. $11.50, $11 for Junji Ito. Hardcovers are great. It does have a little bit of a scratch here. But again, like I said, I don't mind a little bit of wear and tear on discounted manga. I mean, I'm paying a discount. I expect it to be a little bit worn. I'd rather be a little bit worn than get it for half price, basically. Junji Ito stuff always just looks creepy cool to me. Like, oh my gosh, how creepy cool. I love the way he draws. I haven't read a ton of his stuff, but I'm going to try to collect it all, and I'm going to try to read as much of it as I can. Amazing. Okay, so I was really thrilled with those. Those are pretty cool pickups. Okay, next I got the Rose of Versailles Volume 1, the hardcover. I love these 1970s shoujo books. I just like the way, everyone is drawn, the sparkly eyes. To me, it just looks really beautiful. Like, she looks stunning. So this is just one of those volumes that I've kind of wanted to pick up for a little while now. And, it wasn't cheap. Like the back cover, let's see, it was $39 cover price. So I paid $19. But $19 still feels like it's just a really, really good price. So I was happy to pick that up. Now I have to find, the other four for half price. Next, this is a series I really want to put together. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. Or Part 7, I guess. This one does have a little bit of a slice here that I might have to try to glue back together a little bit. I almost didn't pick it up because of that. crunch there and that little bit of slice right there, but it was $10 for the hardcover. I was like, you know what? When am I going to find, even in a slightly beat up condition, when am I going to find one of these volumes for $10? So I decided to jump on it. The artwork's gorgeous, but look at this. You guys know I'm kind of a sucker for spot color. Or at least anyone who's watched my video, every time I see spot color, I kind of like freak out. So I really, really love these pages. And then, if you watch my comic channel, you know, every once in a while I'll pick up a comic with a girder cover. So this is a whole scene on girders. He's like cooking dinner on girders. I think there's a big fight. Yeah, there's a big fight scene on the girders. Like, this is just spot color girders, everything about that. That looks amazing. I can't wait to get this whole run. I'm going to be trying to track all this down if I can. Okay, this next one was a total, like, I didn't buy it till the third time I went back to the booth. I kept going back. I would go back and buy like 5 volumes. So I saw that spine. I thought the spine looked really interesting, right? It was, you know, if I'm digging through a bunch of books, I saw the blue. I liked the graphics. I saw the little bit. So I looked at the front and I said, you know what? That is a beautifully illustrated front cover. I thought that looked really beautiful. And then I flipped through it and I really just loved the line work. I thought this was just a beautiful looking manga. Nice Western. My son's been playing Red Dead Redemption, so I've kind of been like thinking about Westerns more lately as well. As a kid, I absolutely loved like Clint Eastwood movies and whatnot. So everything, my peak interest seemed to hit just right for this book. I was like, you know, it's a Western. My son's into Westerns. Maybe he'll want to read it as well. The artwork looked great. The cover looked great. And then I flipped around and it said, forward by Moebius. Moebius is one of my all-time favorite artists. So like I said, I have to buy it. So I bought it. When I got home later that day, I was like, let me look it up. I want to learn more about this book. I realized this is the same guy who did The Walking Man, which Comic Crack had done a video a couple years ago saying it was one of his all-time favorite books. And I bought The Walking Man, and I really enjoyed it. It was just a simple, didn't really have much of a plot. It's more about just the life. It was just about life moving on as he was just walking from one place to other, experiencing one thing to another. And there's just something about the experience. I really enjoyed the book. So the fact that this is another book by the same, artist and author, I thought, you know what? I'm probably going to love this. And now that I see that he's done a bunch of books, if I really enjoy this one, I'm going to probably have to track down everything he's done. So yeah, I'm really happy to pick that up. Oh, and the cover price was $25, so I paid $12.50. $12.50 is probably a steal on that. Really, like I said, I would love a show where they're just like vendor after vendor with 50% off manga. I would probably need to, rent a van or something. When I collect stuff and I really get into it, I go crazy. I'm just, manga, I will buy 100 at a time if I can. 100 a week even if I only read 1 or 2, just because I love collecting. And it's just fun. The hunt to me is so much fun, and just trying to track down cool manga for a good price is amazing. This was just a total cover by Levius Volume 1, $12.99 cover price. I paid, $6.50. Thought the back cover looked cool, and then just flipping through it, the line art looked pretty decent. Like, it looks like some kind of action adventure or something. Not 100. Oh, that guy looks creepy. Not 100% sure, but yeah, I figured. I think it might be a manhwa though, because it's read front to back and not back to front. So I'm not 100% sure on that. I'm going to have to research a little bit. But for $6, why not? I'll try something new if it's cheap enough. Inuyasha Volume 10, one of these Viz Big editions. I've been collecting Inuyasha in the older version. That's like the skinnier, smaller ones. And I thought I was going to read them, but I kind of like reading Yorosei Yatsura in this version. So I was thinking, you know what? If I do see these larger versions of Inuyasha, I will pick them up. Maybe I'll read them in a mix of what I have, and then when I get the big ones, the big ones. But, this was half cover price. What was cover price? $20, so $10. At $10, I'll pick up all these Viz Big ones. I love Rumiko Takahashi artwork in general, so yeah, I was happy to grab that. I'm gonna grab her stuff whenever I can find it for a good price. And then I got Mermaid Saga #2, another Rumiko Takahashi book. This one, I thought in my head, I think I have that, but I think I actually only had Volume 1. So the second time I went back to the booth, I was like, you know what? Let me grab it, because I think I only needed #1. I love the little bit of gloss on the logo. price was, let's see, $24.99. So I paid $12.50. I figured if I accidentally already had this one and not number one, I could just, easily get my $12.50 back. Someone will pay me $12.50 for that. Maybe even a little bit more. Maybe I'll get 15 out of it. So I don't really worry if I get duplicates, but I'm pretty sure I had volume 1 and not volume 2. So I was happy to pick that up. Okay, next we had Soul Eater Volume 1, the Perfect Edition. This is the hardcover edition. It's a little bit scuffy on the cover. It's just not perfect. But it's, $20 cover price, so I paid $10. Again, I don't mind a little bit of wear or tear when I get manga discounted, because the main thing is I want to read them and enjoy them, and I'm not buying them for like collectability or value. I am collecting them. To me, they're highly collectible because it's fun having your own little library of awesome comics and manga and stuff. But I'm mostly buying them because I want to read them and enjoy them. So I don't care if it's absolute mint condition. I'm not looking for a mint condition one that can get graded now that I grade manga. I'm looking for good enough condition. It's not dirty. It's not gross. Maybe a little teeny bit of wear. Maybe a mark here or there. I'm okay with that. I just want a good price. Good price because it means I can get more manga for my dollar. And the more I can get for every dollar I spend, the happier I am. Because then I can just really enjoy a lot more manga. It just looks very interesting. I like that's a hardcover. $10 felt like a great price on that. They had a whole stack of those too. I wonder if anyone else picked them up. Oh, so I bought my wife the Pride and Prejudice, and she said, you know what, if they have Sense and Sensibility, grab that. And they did. So I actually grabbed that for her as well. The paperback editions, softcover ones, they don't sell for a premium. So I paid $10 for this. It might have been like $12 on Amazon or something. So it's a little bit of a savings. I was trying to see if there was a hardcover of this, though, because it seems like the hardcovers are the ones out of print. Either way, she was happy to see that I got that. And then I picked up, I thought this was really cool, the Dragon Crown. Is that how Dragon's Crown? So this, I actually played the game on the PS3. It's a pretty decent, fun game. It's like a side-scrolling action-adventure game. So when I saw that they did a manga on it and I could get for $6.50, I thought, you know what? Let me pick that up. That's kind of neat, actually. And the artwork looked really cool inside. Like, it's decent action-packed dungeon crawler action inside. So I thought that was really neat. I might have to track down the rest of them. Oh, I guess that one was a remainder because there's a little bit of a black mark there. But yeah, I thought that price was really good on that. Okay, and then I saw that they had the hardcover Mobile Suit Gundam books. So this is volume 7. Cover price $30. So 15 maybe a little bit high on these. But 30, I don't know. I don't know if I could get them for 15 easily. Pages are a little bit loose inside. Like, see how it's like disconnected on that one? I don't think there's anything missing. Hopefully there's nothing missing there. I don't think, yeah. I don't know. I might be disappointed if there's actually pages missing now that I look at it. I didn't look too carefully. But I've been really into... I'm really bad at names. Yoshikazu Yashiko's artwork. He did Venus Wars, which I really enjoyed. I watched the movie maybe like 6 months ago. I collect all the comics. So I've been wanting to get more of his Gundam stuff, and it just looks absolutely gorgeous to me. Like, I like just the black and white and then the painted stuff. It seems like every few pages there's like a little color section. The painted stuff's gorgeous. Now, I know years ago, back in like the early 2000s, I watched some Gundam stuff, but I don't know if I watched all of it. I'm going to have to check. There's a few little loose spots. I don't think that's... I don't know. I'm going to have to check to see if something's actually missing from that. That would be disappointing. That was the only one I noticed, though. I think that had the loose. Because I also got volume 5 for 15, which I saw had some of its like waxy coat, like kind of worn off. But you know what? Again, I'm okay with it. I'm mostly just happy to get a discount so I can read these and enjoy them cheaply. And maybe down the road, I'll buy a collection and I'll get them in higher condition. Let me just see what this first few pages look like here. Okay, so that one might have been missing the table of contents. No, table of contents is there. Okay, so we might just be a little detached, but it's actually still all there. Okay, that's okay. I actually don't mind the interior damage if it's intact and I can read it. I'm going to have to work hard to find the rest of these. I don't want to pay more than 15. I want to get them even cheaper if I can. I would like to put the full set together, though. These are... I keep flipping The color pages are gorgeous to me, though. Kind of wish they did a full volume of all painted pages. That would be pretty dope. Look how awesome these look, though. Okay, yeah, that is really, really cool. Oh, I love the back cover. So we got volume 5, volume 8. So I got 2, and then I got one more. I got volume 1. So not the full set, just 3 out of, I don't know how many there are, 10, 12, something like that. Volume 1, again, was 15, I believe. Yeah, $15. Love the back cover. I love the spines on these. The spines just look really cool. And this one I think was okay. Yeah, it was just the one that looked a little damaged. Which again, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a little bit of damage. As long as it's complete, I can read it and enjoy it. And honestly, by the time I'm done reading and enjoying any of these mangas, it might be a little bit more worn. You know, the spine might be a little bit cracked. I do baby my books a little bit while as I read them, but I don't want to baby them so much that I don't actually enjoy the book. I want to be able to just enjoy the story, get kind of lost in it, and enjoy every ounce of it, and then, you know, have it on my shelf looking cool. And if the spines look fine, like, you know, like this, the spines are cool on the shelf, a little bit of a damaged interior does not bother me. These look so cool, though. I can't wait to get the rest of the set. So yeah, it is awesome just adding a giant selection of manga to the collection. You know, if I could buy this much manga on a weekly basis, I think I'd be a really happy person. And, you know, it was less than $10 a volume, I think. And most of these were, you know, more deluxe or hardcover versions. I'm actually really, really happy with what I found. Awesome show. I spent just over $450 on 4 boxes of manga at New York Comic Con. I got a lot of stuff for 50% off cover price and a few piles for $2 to $5 a book. Okay, let's go through these boxes. Okay, let's go through this box. This box I got from Victory Comics. I paid 50% of cover price. All right, first we have Mermaid Saga Volume 3. Let's see, that was $5. I'm trying to collect all the Rumiko Takahashi stuff, so $5 is great. Thrilled to pick these up. Absolutely love her artwork. Her storytelling is pretty fun. It's usually pretty funny. I enjoy it, so really happy to get that. This I didn't know anything about. It's Wild 7 Volume 4. I just immediately, the cover caught my attention. It looked like an old school manga, and I believe it is. I believe it's, if I read correctly, from the late 60s originally. This is an early 2000s printing of it in English, but it's originally a 1960s, maybe early 70s manga, and this kind of crime drama stuff from that era just appeals to me. Absolutely love the artwork. I love the way this looks. This just looks like so much fun, so I cannot wait to read it. I'm actually really happy I picked that up. I want to find a lot more old school manga like that. If you guys have recommendations of things you really enjoy that's a little bit older like that from the 60s and 70s, let me know, because I really enjoy. Every time I find a good series from that age I enjoy, it makes me really happy. The Girl from the Other Side, Volume 7. I had a couple of the earlier volumes. So picking up Volume 7, what was this? This was $6.50, and this one was $5, I believe. I have a couple of the earlier or the lower number ones, so happy to pick that up for $6. Why not? Add it to the collection. This was a total cover buy. I bought Daily Report About My Witch Senpai. Yeah, this cover is gorgeous. The interior artwork's okay, but the cover, I love the coloring and the spot gloss on the stars. This is just really appealing. $6.50 for that one. Has gloss on the spine. Yeah, I'll have to find more volumes if there are, because I really think this one's beautiful looking. And then Wild 7, Volume 6. I do like the motorcycle theme. It says Rule of Kidnapping, so it feels like some kind of crime drama. Yeah, like that artwork, to me, this just is so appealing to me. I love this old school style. Yeah, this is gorgeous. I cannot wait to read this. I don't know if I got Volume 1. I'm going to have to track it down if I didn't. So it's this part tells you about all the characters. 1969 original, and then this volume was in 2002. Really happy to pick that up, actually. I like discovering things like that. And the thing is, it's older, so it's probably not the thing that you're going to find in bookstores that are available now. So that's why I like digging through these like 50% off bins, because sometimes you find really cool older stuff you might not normally see. Let's see. Mermaid Saga number 4. More Rumiko Takahashi stuff. I love her stuff. And the fun thing is, every time I mention her while I'm at a con, there's like 2 or 3 people that start talking to me about her. I love it. I love how much people just really enjoy her stuff. Wild 7, was it Volume 5? Love the cover. More motorcycle action. I love the airplane. So some hijacking or something. I don't know what's going on with the storyline. I like her style. Like, I like the fashion of the drawings very much of the time. Yeah, this one's cool. Really, really like those. That might be one of the favorite things I got at New York Comic Con. I got a single match by Oji Suzuki. I believe he's one of the Garo artists. Yeah, it says he was from Garo. So I really want to get all these collected volumes of stuff that people published in Garo back in the 60s and 70s. Again, the old stuff really appeals to me. Just interesting, kind of simple style, but stylistic, and I really, really like it. So I was thrilled to pick that up. What did I pay on that? I paid $12 on that. Pick those up all day long for 50% off cover price. Wild 7 Volume 2. Oh, we're getting close. I really hope I got Volume 1, because I really want to read this. I feel like I would really enjoy... Yeah, this just looks really cool. I want to find more older manga like that. That's amazing. And then Wild 7 Volume 3. So 2 and 3, I don't know if I found a number 1. I'm going to have to see if I can find one. Yeah. It just, again, artwork. It looks really cool. Crime drama, action. There she is with her stylish outfit. Same outfit as before. Yeah, that's beautiful. Love it. This one has an absolutely stunning cover. Wonderland 3, this beautiful Alice in Wonderland style. The interior is kind of boring. I mean, it's okay. I don't hate it. It's pretty fun. But like this cover, if the whole graphic novel had that style, I would, I'd be thrilled. But the fact that the cover is gorgeous, but the interior is, not bad. I don't hate it, but it's kind of bland. It's not as stylized as the cover. I don't know. I kind of wish the rest of it was that beautiful. Total cover buy. Now, it might be a great story. Then that doesn't really... if the story is great, then the art doesn't matter as much. But a lot of the stuff I'm buying just because I love the artwork. And so then I got Volume 5. Again, beautiful cover. I love that. It's just like color with yellow with spot blue. That's gorgeous. Interior is okay. Not great. Interesting. Anyway, I like Alice in Wonderland. So it looks like a fun, like modern Alice in Wonderland take. I like that a lot. Let's see, 3 and 5, I'll have to track down the rest. Mermaid Saga Volume 2, Momoko Takahashi again, $5. Oh, how much were these? These were $6.50. So $5 for this. Absolutely love her artwork. It just brings me so much joy when I see it. This is beautiful. So yeah, really happy to pick up a couple of those. Or more than a couple. Volume 1. Oh, okay. I can start reading the series. Sweet. Maybe I'll do that very soon. Yeah, that's beautiful. Love it. I was actually really happy to see these there. So we have Genshiken number 2. It's a series that my friend Reggie recommended to me like 15 years ago, maybe. A long time ago. And I've always wanted to pick up. I just never found time or thought, I'd think about it and then forget about it. So when I saw them there, and how much were they? They were $5.50. I was like, let me grab them. So it's about... some otakus in maybe seniors in high school or college freshmen. I forget. But it's really just about this society where they collect, comics and statues and nerdy things. And they kind of like geek out about it. And like, manga based on people who collect stuff. That brings me joy because I collect stuff. I love stuff. I want to read a lot more manga and comics based on manga and comics. If you guys know any great manga series that, I have, Bakugo I liked BL Metamorphosis. I like things that take place within the world of like comic creation, comic collecting. I love the Osamu Tezuka story I read. So I'm looking for more stuff like this. If give me some recommendations because I want to collect it and read it and enjoy it. And then we have Genshiken Volume 3. So see, she's like being nerdy in her closet, I guess. She's got like a weird robot hand or something. Yeah, I don't know. Just really appealing. I like stuff like this. I like stuff about the world of collecting, basically. Really happy to get that. Oh, and these I think were $5 each. No, $5.50. Okay, and then we got Eden Zero Volume 3. I think I have one other volume from this. I need to get the rest. These I feel like I can get less than $5.50, or how much over they were. Yeah, $5.50. So I just grabbed one. I probably could have grabbed a couple more. I think one was enough. Genshin, for now, because I feel like those I can pick up for like $3. Genshinken Volume 4. So another one of these. Oh, I love the back cover. She looks fun. I like her style. Again, these, let me just find. I like the scenes where they're in like their collecting headquarters or whatever, with like the comics and stuff. Like, this is cool. I really, really, really like stuff like that. And this is sweet. I got Genshinken Volume 4. So I got 1 through 4. I mean, that's Volume 1, so I got 1 through 4, so I can start reading it. And just checking out. I did watch, I think, the first 2 or 3 episodes of the anime. I was able to download it like years ago. And then I just never continued. I should have, because I enjoyed those a lot. Battle Angel Alita, Mars Chronicle Volume 1. Like I said, I do have the box set. I don't have this series, though. Oh, I love the artwork. Yeah, thrilled to pick that up for $5.50. Got one for $2 and one for $5. Happy with both prices. $2 would have been better, but still, that one's very minty. It looks like brand new, basically. Eyes number 14. I've heard decent things about this series, so I've been wanting to pick it up. I love the interior artwork. It's really, like, sort of simple, but it's beautifully done. Really, really like it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to collecting those. So volume 14, I think I only got a couple of the higher numbers, so I'm gonna have to try to track down the earlier ones. And Eyes 13. Like, the covers are kind of simple. I don't know if I like the covers, but the interior artwork really speaks to me. There's just something about the line work that is just, the weight is perfect. So everything kind of pops. That's awesome. Happy to get that. Now, and those were, $4 each. $4 is even better. Now, this one, I didn't know if I really needed to get it, because I have the hardcover, and I think this is split into 2 volumes for the paperbacks. But, you know, it's a cool Junji Ito. I'm buying it just to have a different version of the cover, basically. I thought that was really neat. So I'm happy to pick that up. Obviously, beautiful artwork, great horror storytelling. A little bit disturbing, really disturbing, super fun. And then The Death Stench Creeps Gaio Volume 2. So another Junji Ito horror cover. It's just really cool. It's got like the spot gloss. I don't think I have this one in hardcover. I would like to get the hardcover, but for now, $5 for the paperback is pretty cool. Yeah, $5. Like, I'm just buying these just to have. I probably won't read them in this format. I'll probably read them as the hardcovers when I get them. But I like collecting all the different versions of things. Just different artwork, different style, different object. I think it's really cool. And for $5, why not? Oh, this was super dope. We got the Pushman and Other Stories by Yoshiro Tatsumi. So another one of these Garo artists, I believe. This one was $8, and this was on my want list on Amazon. So it's definitely a book I was looking for. So $8 was great. Great old school manga again, probably mid-60s. And I'm looking for as much of this kind of stuff as I can get. I really want collect all the old school 1960s manga that looks interesting for a good price when I can. All right, thrilled with those. Or thrilled with that. I realize I got one more. This one is Inuyashiki, Volume 2. I don't know anything about it, but it says from the creator of Gantz, and Gantz is, amazing. So I thought, I should grab this. And it looks pretty awesome as well. Absolutely love the way it looks. Gorgeous. So why not? I don't know if it's as good as Gantz, but for $6, I'll give it a try. Although I need to find Volume 1. So yeah, lots of really awesome manga in that box. This is another box of manga from Victory Comics. More 50% off cover price comics. And 7 magazines that were 7 for $20. All right, first we have Vinland Saga Book 5. I believe I have 1 or 2 other volumes from this run of Vinland Saga. Let's see, cover price was $23, so I paid $11.50-ish, I think. I want these. I don't really want the big deluxe versions, and I don't want the paperbacks. I like this version of it. I just think it looks, it's the right size. Looks awesome. I love the glossy cover. Really happy to pick that up. I'm not sure how many books there are, but that's definitely one run. Every time I see them for half price, I'm grabbing them. All right, this one was $6 $6.50. So we have the 7 Magi, I guess. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't know anything about it. I just thought it looked really cool. Yeah, interior looks really cool. Just looks like a classic manga. I'm not sure exactly when it first came out, but it caught my attention, so why not? $6, I'll take it. Okay, next we got Vagabond Volume 3. This is one of those Viz Big editions or signature editions, $10. I believe I have one other volume. I would like to put this run together as well. So for $10 or less, I'll pick them up whenever I see them. You know, just a classic series. I love the spines too. Like when you have the whole shelf full of them, they just look amazing. Next we have Monster Volume 7. This one was $10. Another one of these Viz signature series. I want to collect all the Urasawa stuff. His stuff's just really good. I haven't read a ton of it, but what I've read, I've absolutely enjoyed it. And the artwork to me always looks stunning. I love the color pages. Yeah, so I'm going to be picking up all those when I can find them as well. And then we got Monster Volume 8. So I lucked out and got a couple volumes. You know, usually at 50% off if it's a really quality book like this. I feel like it's a good deal. I don't know if I can find it used online a little bit cheaper. I might in like a bulk lot. But going on Amazon or eBay, just buying the individual lot, you're going to pay $5 just for shipping. So getting it for $10 is kind of like buying it on eBay for $5 plus $5 shipping. So $10 always feels like a good price on a lot of these. Okay, and then Monster Volume 6. So 6, 7, 8. That's pretty nice. Another book for $10. I believe. Yeah, gorgeous. Really happy to get that. I believe I had Volume 1 or 2, so it's nice to get some of the later volumes. And then I also got Volume 9, which I think is the last volume. I have to double check. So it means I have 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I have to find 3 through 5 now. Which hopefully I can find for $10 each. I'd be thrilled to get those. Super awesome. Like when I see stuff like this at cons, I'm really excited to pick it up. Oh, this is really cool. I got the Kazuume's Cat Eye Boy trade paperback or paperback edition. I have the hardcovers, but you know, I like getting the older formats when I can find them. I just think it's kind of neat to have it. You get just like a different printing style and whatnot. I'm not 100% sure how old this one is. I'm thinking maybe like 2010-ish. I gotta see if I can find a copyright. 2008. So yeah, it's, you know, 17-year-old volume of it. Thrilled to pick these up, and these were $12.50, which I think is a really good price on them. Even though I had the hardcovers, I actually, you know, I like getting the different formats. And then I also got Volume 2. So I believe there's only 2 volumes in that. I'm just a big fan of his artwork, and it just, you know, usually the storytelling's pretty simple, quick reads, awesome books, and this was also $12.50. So thrilled to get those, actually. I was really excited when I saw them, and I think they're a little bit more pricey. I don't know if they still sell for cover price. They might actually sell for a slight premium. Oh, and this is cool. So Dororo Volume 3. So this is the individual volumes, I guess, because I have the thick version of this. But it was cool to see this. I'm assuming this is also probably like 15 years old. First American edition, 2008. It's a little bit dog-eared right there. I love it. It's a great, you know, samurai thriller, I guess you would call it. I do really like Osamu Tezuka stuff, so I figured, what was this, $6.50-ish? Something like that? I would grab it. Even though I have the thick version, I like getting the individual versions too when I see them. I'm a collector at heart. Okay, and then I got a bunch of magazines. So these were 7 for $20, so just under $3 each. An America, it's a manga magazine from, I believe, the 90s. You have this really awesome Rumiko Takahashi cover. Love that. So it's 1 Pound Gospel, I guess. Not as familiar with that one, but I love her artwork. Maya the Psychic Girl cover. I do like Maya the Psychic Girl. I need to get all the other work that Ryoichi Ikegami did.
I want to see all, like, I like his artwork. Every time I see it, I love it. And I want to get, you know, Sanctuary. I believe I've got all the Crying Freeman. And I think there's another series he worked on. I think this is a Rama 1/2 cover. It's the animation, though, not the Rumiko Takahashi drawing. I still grabbed it because it's her characters. I think that's really cool. And then Mermaid Saga, Rumiko Takahashi. I like that. Dirty Pair cover. And these are just... I grabbed these for the comic channel. I should show these on my comic channel. There's 2 reprints of really awesome pre-code horror, especially like one of the coolest Alex Schomburg covers. So I figure $3 each of those is kind of amazing. You know, the real comic and the mid-grade one's like, ooh, I don't know, 20 grand. Getting it for $3 just to have it's kind of cool. And then I got this. This is a, what year is this? 2006 Shonen Jump with One Piece on the cover for $3. I thought that was really cool. I collect a lot more of these older Shonen Jumps with cool manga covers like that. Really, really, really neat. Oh, and one more 50% off book I missed, which was My Neighbor Totoro number 4. This is one of those ones where they take stills from the movie and then they add the dialogue, so it makes like a graphic novel with the images. I think they're fun. Like, I don't know if I want to read it in this format, but I just love having it because I love, love, love Totoro. It's my all-time favorite. I mean, if you've seen Totoro, it becomes your all-time favorite. It's kind of just a given. And I would like to collect all 4. $5, why not? I actually, when I edited the video, I saw that there's one of these for Spirited Away that was upside down, and I just read it when I was editing. I was like, oh, I should have grabbed that. Maybe next year they'll still have it. I doubt it. But for now, I'm happy to pick that up.
I picked up a lot of really cool manga from Victory Comics. And I am thrilled to add so many books I actually was looking forward to the collection.
A little added bonus. I saw the artist Mirka Andolfo in the Artist Alley, and I picked up Sweet Paprika Volume 2 and Volume 3. She said she was sold out of Volume 1. She apologized. But honestly, I was thrilled to see, you know, the Japanese translation of her book. I had her sign it on the first page here. And, you know, the U.S. version is in color, so they just made it in black and white. Which, it almost looks like they took... I don't remember. Is the original... No, I think the original one's color. So it looks like they just, like, desaturated it, basically. I love her artwork. And this one she signed as well. Right there. So, yeah. I thought these are really, really cool. Sweet. I want to get more American comics that have been translated like that.
All right, let's dig through this box. This box comes from Paul's Comics. And I think most of them were $2 a piece. Each one is individually priced. All right, let's dig through this box.
Okay, so all these were in plastic. He wrote a price on them and the age group they're for. I wouldn't be surprised if I accidentally bought a late novel or 2 in this line. Because I didn't like, I just like got $2. I just like grabbing. Although I guess I should pay attention because usually the manga, you can see the darker inks on the pages. Okay, so we got Knights of Sedona 4. Honestly, I was just grabbing anything that looked kind of interesting. This looks kind of cool. Yeah, $2. I'll grab pretty much any manga that looks interesting that I don't own. So I was happy to get that. Okay, we got Itsuobito Volume 13. This one was $2. Looks kind of cool inside. Yeah, $2. I'll grab anything, honestly. Okay, we got Seaside Stranger... Volume 5. I really, really like the back cover. There's something about that. Art is beautiful to me. I'm also kind of a sucker for selfie cell phone covers for comics and whatnot. Interior artwork looks pretty nice. A slice of life, I guess. I don't know. That looks really cool. Actually, that one is the most intriguing one so far. Okay, for $2, I got Magical Girl Suite Volume 4. That one looks really fun. All right, we have Knights of Sidonia, Volume 7. Again, the artwork just looks appealing. It looks like a fun, kind of cute sci-fi with a fun style to it. That looks really neat to me. Bottom tier character, Tomozaki. This is a light novel. I do that sometimes. The cover is really nice. The interior artwork's kind of cute. It looks like a fun, like, gamer girl story, but... I don't really read light novels. I would prefer some manga. That's okay. At $2 a piece, though, it's just like you can make a few mistakes. We got Hiding Closer, Volume 3. Just like a cute looking cover. Looks really cute inside. That looks fun. Hayata, the Combat Butler. I just love the name of that. I thought the name was really funny, so I was like, yeah, let me grab that. I wasn't being very discerning. I almost grabbed every single one they had for $2. $2 is the price where I grab almost any manga if I don't think I have it. Itsuobito Volume 8. Oh, that's a cool looking panel. Yeah, that looked interesting. $2 just feels like a good price on that. Yuku Holder. This one might be a more mature one. I think this is... I think it's the creator of Love Hina, possibly. Yeah, I can't show you too much inside, but that looks cool. Another one of these Combat Butlers, Volume 28. Wow, there's a lot of issues I'm going to have to pick up if I want to read this. I'll have to find Volume 1 and see if it's worth getting the rest of them. Or basically just wait until I find them for like $2. The Great Jahai will not be defeated. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Looks really, really cute. Love the interior artwork a lot. That looks fun. It's Barabito. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Volume 7. It looks like I'm going to get a little chunk of that set. So that's cool. I do like when I can get multiple volumes from a run for cheap. Combat Butler number 18. So yeah, considering there's so many volumes of that, it's nice to get like 3 or 4 from that run. Although Volume 1 would be nice just so I could read it and to see if I like it. No matter how I look at it, it's your guys' fault I'm not popular. Sometimes I feel like when they translate it, they give it this long, crazy English title. In Japan, it's like, I don't know what the Japanese name, but I'm assuming it's something probably more simple, like Unpopular Girl or something like that. It looks really cute inside, though. All right, I like that. That looks neat. $2. I absolutely love that so many, or almost all of these were $2. Another Knights of Sidonia, number 8. I'm really happy that there's a bunch of these because this looks really cool. Like, I love kind of oddball sci-fi like this, or just cool looking sci-fi. So this is calling my name. That's one of the first ones I'd probably end up reading. I don't know if I got number 1 though. I might have to track it down. Itsuobito number 9. So it looks like I got a good chunk of that run. And number 11. Which, you know, $2 is 80% off cover price. It's amazing. Okay, that looks fun. Knights of Sidonia number 5. Yeah, I really, really like the interior artwork. Like, it's a little bit simple, but stylized in such a way that's really fun for me. Really cool sci-fi looking action. Looking forward to checking that out. And then Knights of Sidonia Volume 9. That cover's cool. Interior is also very cool. Okay, that looks awesome. Accomplishments of the Duke's Daughter. That's a really nice cover. I like the way it's colored. Very, just pops. Very colorful. Interior artwork looks pretty decent. More $2. Pretty much all of these are $2. Age Called Blue. That looks interesting. Interior is a little bit simplistic for me, but still looks cool. And for $2, why not? I'll try anything for $2. Volume 2. Okay, we're getting close for actually be able to start it and reading it. It's kind of nice when you get the Volume 1 so you can read it from the beginning. I'll get them eventually, but for now I'll just pick up anything I can find for $2. Click. This is a manhwa, I believe. Yeah. Drama Fantasy number 8. I like the way it looks. It looks pretty cool. Knights of Sidonia number 3. Oh, I'm getting close to the beginning of this series too. Yeah, I love just all these epic space scenes and stuff. Kind of simplistic, but in such a way that's just really nice looking. Okay, that looks awesome. Looking forward to checking that out. Swans in Space Volume 3. This was, I think, just like a kid's manga. So sci-fi adventure. Yeah, I think it's for kids, but it's in full color, so it looks really nice. Fun, like a little kiddie, cartoony sci-fi book. That's fun. I like stuff like that. Itsuobito Volume 15. So a higher number. Looks like I got a good chart. I probably got 5 or 6 of those, I think. Maybe 5 or 6 of these as well. Senul, Volume 1. So I can read that one. Starts from the beginning. Romance comedy manhwa. That looks cool. I like a good romance comedy. Click number 6. I do kind of like bicycle covers, so that's fun. Drama fantasy manhwa, I believe. A little bit simplistic, but still interesting looking. The most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan, Volume 2. It has kind of like a raised lettering, so it's a really neat cover. Interior artwork's pretty good. Not like my favorite, but interesting. I like the quality of the cover. Happy, Unhappy Go Lucky, Volume 5. I don't know, maybe a comedy. It looks really cute. I love the little animals, and she looks cute, fashionable. Looks really cute inside. Yeah, that looks interesting to me. Click number 4. So it looks like I got a few in this run. Manhwa, fantasy drama. That's cool. Click Volume 7. I do like the covers on these, but I feel like the interior, although I almost like that design better than the front. Like a more cartoony design, I guess. I just feel like a lot of these, there's just no backgrounds to them. So it's a little bit too simple. I kind of like a cool background, a little bit more action lines and stuff. Or if it's a shoujo, I want more of those, like, stars and sprinkles. That just kind of has nothing in it. Remonsters number 4. Looks like a fantasy. Cool cover. Oh yeah, action pack. Like you can't get bored when action's going on, but like even in shoujo, I kind of like the sprinkles and the stars and stuff. Just something that adds a little bit to the emotion, maybe. Like when there's absolutely nothing in the panel, you just get no feeling to it. I kind of like when it has a bit of feeling, a little emotion to your drawing. Another one of these UQ holders, Volume 25. Yeah, from the creator of Love Hina and Negama. So a more recent series, I believe. That looks cool. See, there's like some action lines, things going on. Things, even this like grave scene has leaves blowing around, so there's low motion. Kakashi, Volume 12. That looks interesting. Interior looks pretty cool. Yeah, that looks good. It looks interesting. Looking forward to that. Ultra Kaiju Humanization Project. She looks like a mech girl, kinda. Not 100% sure. It looks cool on the cover. Oh, interior looks pretty cool too. Okay, that looks fun. The Strongest Sage and the Weakest Crest. That's fine. Was that the second? That might be the second volume we got. Interior looks nice though. I do like the way that one looks. We got Battle Angel Alita Mars Chronicles Volume 8. I love Battle Angel Alita. I have the hardcover box set for the first one. I think this is one of the later series. So I'll pick all those up, especially for $2. I'll pick them up all day. The Demon Girl Next Door. Some manhwa. This might be a manhwa. Not 100% sure. I do like the larger size. It's a little bit too systematic boxy, which I don't like as much. I kind of like panels that kind of have the weight of each scene. Cover looks cool though. I like that. I feel like when paneling is just squares, I feel like you don't add enough emotion to it. Woof Woof Story. Love the cover, but it's a book. It's a light novel. So not exactly what I'm looking for. I got a couple light novels, sort of by mistake, because I just grabbed everything at $2, but not the end of the world. I'm sure I can get my $2 back, maybe a little bit more. And then The World's Strongest Rearguard. Again, awesome cover, but it's also a light novel. So yeah. All right, that box is pretty awesome, though. All right, this is another box of manga from Paul's Comics. Most of these were $2, some $5 ones, and I think some $10 hardcovers. All right, let's go through this box. Back to Paul's Comics. I was able to get JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4, number 1, factory sealed for $10. Actually, really happy to pick that up. Trying to get all these hardcovers from JoJo's. I want to collect them all, but I'm trying to get them all for about $10 or less. Thrilled to get that. And then, let's see, Part 5, number 1. Another hardcover sealed JoJo's book for $10. $10 is a great price on these, so I'm happy to get those. And then a couple of $5 manga volumes. I got My Happy Marriage Volume 1. I loved the first season of the anime. Second season I liked. It wasn't as strong as the first season. Really, really fun though. So I was happy to get this. I actually wanted to pick these up. The artwork looks fun inside. Fun storyline. Really enjoyed it. So happy to get that. And I also got Volume 2 for My Happy Marriage for $5. So thrilled to get those for affordable price. $5 is a great price. Cover is $13, so that's like 60% off cover. That's actually pretty awesome. Okay, now back to the $2 books. I got A Man and His Cat Volume 6. Now, I bought a lot of these maybe 6 months ago. I couldn't remember if it was 1 through 5 or 1 through 6, so I thought there was a chance I needed this one, so I decided to grab it. $2 is not the end of the world. If I have already, I'm sure I can get my $2 back. Interesting series, though. I haven't read it yet, but I've been meaning to read it. It's about an elderly gentleman that adopts an elderly cat in his life. Super cute, so I'm happy to get that. Kajiro Days, Volume 10. Sort of an interesting looking book. I don't know, I can't say I love the interior artwork, but there's a few panels that look interesting. $2, why not? You know, at $2, I'll grab almost any manga I don't have. La Esfranca, a Yao manga. So I think that's possibly a BL. Not 100% sure. But I'm going to grab any manga that I don't have because I'm interested in any and all genres. Check them out. The Hero Life or Self-Proclaimed Mediocre Demon. I like the name. Cover looks okay. Interior looks pretty decent. Do like a good outdoor scene like that. So $2, why not? This feels like a steal. So To Your Eternity, number 12. I just saw this cover and I was like, this cover is absolutely stunning. I just love the colors of it. The graphic design of it. Everything about this cover looks gorgeous to me. And then like when you look inside, it looks really nice as well. Like super detailed, gorgeous drawing. Like that's amazing. Then I realized it's from the creator of New York Times bestseller A Silent Voice. I love A Silent Voice. I haven't read A Silent Voice, but I love the movie. The movie was absolutely stunning. So I'm actually really thrilled to get this. This is volume 12. I gotta find the other 11. That's now going to be on my hunt list. This one just looked really interesting. I Am a Cat Barista. I love anthropomorphic cat storytelling. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for like a personalized cat person. And a coffee maker. I don't know. I like the idea of it. It looks really cute inside. That was sort of calling my name. So I got that. We got Wild Butterfly, another June manga. Interesting. Looks kind of like David Bowie on the back. Wonder Cat Caillou-chan. It looks cute. I don't know if it's interesting or not. I love the coloring to it. Might be a little bit too simple for me. But either way, I'll check it out. Again, I'm buying any kind of manga, any genre. I want to try it all out. Another Mistake Buy. Really cute cover, and it has some cool illustrations inside, but it's a light novel. I don't know. I see these cool covers. I'm like, oh, I want to get that. But then realize it's not manga. I'm a sucker like that. I think this one also, another light novel. $2. Great cover, but I'll probably end up selling that because I don't really collect late novels. And then one more, No Game, No Life, number 11, which I think there's a manga for this too, that I have the manga. So that's probably why I grabbed it. But again, late novel. Cute covers I'm a sucker for. This looks like a net comic, 10, 20, and 30. It's a manhwa, drama, romance. And the interior looks a lot of fun. I really like the way the art looks. It's sort of simple, but really cute. Looks like a slice of life. Yeah, this looks very interesting to me. Countdown Days, Volume 2. Really like the cover. She looks like a badass. Does it say what kind of... Not sure what... Or manga, fantasy, action. Interior looks pretty cool. Yeah, so that looks like a cool manga. Madtown Hospital, another net comic. Kind of like these net comics, just getting a little bit of an interesting, different, more modern comic, kind of indie, interesting looking. $2, why not? All these are $2. Kaiju Girl Caramelise. Really like the cover. The cover was a lot of fun, and the interior looks pretty decent as well. Yeah, looking forward to checking that out. A lot of this stuff I'm just grabbing because it looks interesting, and it was $2. That $2 is like, you almost can't go wrong. Nigma number 32. I know I have a bunch of volumes, but I didn't know if I had any of the higher numbers like this. So for $2, I'll give that a go. I might have it, not the end of the world, but if I don't have it, I'm happy to get it. Another one of these Combat Butler volumes, number 20. Looks pretty cute inside. Nijiho Mahora Little Girls. I like the little bento box. It does say it's 16 plus. I don't know if it's a little creepy or not. The cover looked cute, but now I'm like, second guessing my choices. I don't want it to be kind of creepy. Okay, we got Swans in Space. Another one of these fun color kids comics. This looks really fun. Love that. Another one of these Combat Butler volumes, number 24. I like the name. The name is fun. One more mistake. A Sister's All You Need. Now, I love the cover. It's really cute and fashionable. I think it has one or two like other kind of fun illustrations. A couple of like naughty illustrations. I don't know what this is about. Another accidental purchase. Light novel. Another Combat Butler, number 31. So let's grab a bunch of that run. Another Swans in Space, volume 2. I do really like the way this looks. Just the coloring. It's simple drawing, but the coloring just makes it a lot of fun. So I like that. And then the final $2 book was Kaze Hikaru, number 21. Cover looks pretty good, but the interior looks great. Like, there's something about the interior of this that looks stunning to me. Yeah, just really, really beautiful. So happy to get that. Happy to get all these really cool manga volumes for $2 each.
From Pulse Comics, I got a lot more kind of random stuff. A few series, kind of filling up those. But what I like about it is at $2 a piece, it just lets me explore. I got to buy a lot of cheap manga that I can kind of flip through, read through, see the art, explore, and try to find things that look interesting to me for a relatively good price.
From Victoria Roboto, I picked up this commissions book. I'm actually really happy she did this because I love her artwork. It's really cute. And, I've purchased a couple of the original sketches that she's sold over the years. They're maybe $70, $100, $50, somewhere in that range. I can't afford all of them, though. And this one has, 250 of them printed in here. To me, that's amazing. I love art books like this. I wish more artists would do that. But you get, 250. She does a lot of, like, cutesy stuff, but she also does stuff like this, like My Hero anime ones, and some Pokemon, her own characters, Inuyasha. I think it's really, really cute. So I was thrilled to pick that up. This is the kind of thing you can spend like an hour looking through all these different beautiful images. Gem. I love Gem. Tank Girl's cool too. So there's Demon Slayer. Yeah, so these are really, really cute. She does all kinds of different pop culture genres. American stuff, Japanese stuff, and other stuff. And she drew inside and she signed it. That was super cool. And one thing I really like to do is when I buy stuff from artists, I like to get their business card and have them sign the business card to kind of go with the book. So that way I have all the information for the artist right with it. And I also have another cool little collectible to put with it. I also picked up a really nice Freyrin pin and Fern pin. Actually really happy to pick those up. I want to collect a lot more Freyrin related things. I love this anime. I need to get all the manga too. I want to read all of them. So those are super fun. And I just grabbed a promotional RWBY or Ruby lenticular. I guess it's a coaster. I thought that was super fun. You get anything from Kyle or?
A few things.
A few things?
Yeah,
Okay.
he gave me a bunch of stuff, and
I don't know if I'm gonna look at them because every time I go with them, I end up buying way too much.
you have to do it because it's your ritual, Chad.
No, I know. I guess. Crap.
It's your ritual.
Hey, how are you doing?
Oh wow, the Sheena for 200. Awesome. Look at the grader.
And he'll give it to you.
Oh wow.
Gold and tap pricing here a little bit.
What's the even better on the manga? Because a lot of the stuff I'm getting online for like $3. So I'm trying to beat that.
So you say this is a great deal for this one?
That's a good price.
Good price on that because we bought out a whole collection of the manga.
Let me see what's here.
Okay, we're gonna definitely think about that one.
And I just got to find my son because this is his stuff.
His stuff. Okay.
All the,
Let me. I'll
Did some nice. I don't know how.
like these are worth paying $4 for, but like some of this stuff is
Well,
not.
If you're looking to buy a big quantity like you usually.
I mean, I'd probably just buy them all out if you did like $250 each. I think you'd be $150 is a really good price.
But I got my card. You got the card reader? You have I don't think I got cash. Here's I have a card reader. Oh, you don't have one? Yeah. No, I mean
I'm trying to get in touch with my son.
Got it. Yeah.
I know.
I forgot to take out money, so I got my card. Hopefully it'll come. I'll get it.
Yeah. Well,
150 for sure.
okay. No, I think it's about her.
Oh, wow. Sign.
That's kind of cool, actually. That might be a little bit high for a listener, though. That might be a little bit high for a listener signature.
Do you don't do PayPal or Venmo?
We do. That's why I'm trying to get my son.
Yeah.
Question is how to get all this stuff home.
You gonna take all of it? No, you're not.
I'll take all three. This is what I'm trying to grow the manga channel, so I'll buy everything I can. And it's all
Leave it here for a while and then come back.
yeah, no, it's all halfway decent stuff. What can you do if I buy all the manga?
Oh,
What's like the per piece? Because 50% is just too much for me.
yeah, no, I understand.
All three.
Let's see. What we got. Did you count out how many there were?
I didn't count. I think it says.
Did you count how many?
I think it's 80 or 77. I forget if I counted what was in my hand. If the price is right, I'm buying just like tons of it.
Exactly, yeah.
So there's 80 volumes.
And that includes like these are priced up at like
Yeah.
12 and 15.
I'm not paying any, like, I just buy on Goodwill, I buy on eBay, I'm paying like $2 to $3 a volume online. So I'm trying to do that or beat it a little bit.
Right. Okay. So
Getting this guy.
They're all in fairly nice shape.
Yeah.
A few of them a little beat up, but pretty much.
They're in good enough shape that makes me happy, basically. Yeah. The price is right, I'm buying it all.
Every month I'm there.
Nice.
$200, I just bought 2 boxes full of manga. How crazy is that? How much are your manga volumes?
Those I believe are 10 each.
Okay.
Yeah, some are 20, some are 10. It depends which one.
How much is this one?
That one, I can look it up for you right now.
Okay.
Hold on one second.
15? Okay, I'll go past for now just because I like
I'll take it for 10.
10? Okay, 10. So the collector on Instagram, I just got Vinland Saga for $10. Very cool. Okay, so I end up getting 80 volumes of manga. They charged me $200, and I end up paying probably about $40 to get home with the Uber. So I end up paying $3 a volume, which is really good because there's a few out of print ones. There's a really nice mixture for $3 a piece, and I picked up a Vinland Saga for $10. Okay, let's go through all this manga. I'll show you everything I got. Okay, I got Bastard Volume 5. These actually, I think, still sell for $10-15 a piece. So $3 is actually a really good price on this series. We have Bastard Volume 1, so I can read it from the beginning. I do like the watercolor covers. And Volume 4, this one's a little bit more beat up, but still, for $3, I am happy to get it. I can read it, I can enjoy it, and then maybe later on find another copy somewhere for cheap. I got Blood the Last Vampire. That is really cool. I didn't look up the value of this, but I wouldn't be surprised if this one sells for a little bit. Like, some of these might be out of print, so I don't know the values off the top of my head. But I'm assuming some of them are a little bit harder to get. Bastard Volume 3. So I got like a nice little run of those. Bastard Volume 2. So happy to pick that up. This was just a novel, but it's the Battle Royale novel. That's actually kind of neat. I love the live action movie. I haven't read the manga, but I would like to.
We got Samurai Deeper Volume 1. This one, I think I actually picked these up in one of my big mega hauls in the last month or so. Volume 2, although I don't remember if I got the first 3 volumes or not. Volume 3, so I actually might need 1 or 2 of these. Inuyasha Feudal Fairy Tale, Volume 8. Love the Rumiko Takahashi stuff, so I'm actually really happy to pick that up. $3, even though it's not the best shape, $3 still feels like a great deal. We got Old School Trigun Singles, number 3. Love the artwork in that series. Trigun Volume 6. So I got a few volumes of the Trigun. Pet Shop of Horrors Volume 1. That one I think I actually picked up recently. And Volume 2. I might need 1 of those 2. FLCL Volume 2. This is the one, if I was only going to buy a few for 50% off cover price, which, yeah, these are 8, so I would have paid $4 for this. This was the series I wanted the most out of the boxes. So Dr. Slump Volume 1, I actually really, really wanted that. So thrilled to get these. The first few volumes aren't super expensive, but by the end of the series, they're kind of out of print and expensive. Volume 2. This one has a little bit of a dent in the back. I love the artwork, though. The Kira Toriyama, it's fun and cute and awesome. And Volume 4. So happy to pick up 3 volumes of that. That's actually been really high on my want list the last year or so. So finally found some cheap. I mean, I could pick them up for $10, but I'm on the hunt for manga for like $3 a piece, basically. Evil's Return, Volume 1. That looks interesting. Anima, Volume 3. I'm pretty sure I picked up this one recently as well. So I'm going to start having a few duplicates as I buy so much manga. Artwork looks great inside, though. Oh, that looks like a lot of fun. Actually looking forward to checking that out. And I do like that it's kind of like sideways artwork. Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 7. Actually happy to pick that up. I would like to put that run together. And that's a run I actually have not been finding in the big lots. So it's not putting itself together. So I'm actually happy to pick these up. Volume 8. Volume 9. And Volume 10. So I got a nice little selection of those. That's awesome. Another Samurai Deeper. Let's see. That's Volume 14. I have to double check. Sometimes the higher numbers on these series end up having a little bit of value because they're lower print runs. Volume 12. Because not everyone continues to read a series. Yu Yu Hakusho Volume 11. Actually really happy to get that. And number 12. Okay, those are awesome. Very, very awesome to pick up a bunch of those. And for $3 each, I'm thrilled. Okay, I got Excel Saga number 1. I think these actually have a little bit of value too. Or at least some of the volumes. That looks really cool. So happy to get those. I think there's a bunch in this collection. I did pick up 1 copy of Vinland Saga from a different vendor for $10. As you saw, they I asked them how much. They said they had to look them up. Cover price is $20. So on Amazon, it's probably like $10 to $15, honestly. So I said, all right, I'll come back. I let them look it up. And when I got back, they said $15. I don't want to pay full value for anything. When I'm buying used manga, I want a deal. So I was like, if you want 10, I'll take 10. If not, it's okay. So she's like, you know what, give me 10 for it. So I got it for 10. Happy with 10. It might be a little bit hard nose or a little bit like, I don't know, some people don't like when you don't just pay the price people want. But if I want it for $15, I can just go on Amazon and get it. Or I can just go to my local bookstore and pick it up for 15 or whatever. I want a deal. I think that's my 4th volume though. Slowly putting that set together. Excel Saga number 2. So I actually got a nice little run of those, I believe. Another Trigun Volume 2. Thrilled to get that. Trigun Volume 5. So putting that run together. Inuyasha Volume 1. So I'm slowly putting this version of Inuyasha. I had some of the Viz Bigs, I have some of those, and I have some of the original floppies. I'm going to probably end up collecting in like 5 different versions. Volume 2. Happy to get those though. I love the Rumiko Takahashi stuff. Another Trigun Volume 4. So I'm putting that run together, apparently. Ragnarok Volume 4. I think I might actually have these already. I think I picked them up recently. Ragnarok Volume, although I don't know if I have higher numbers. I might have the first like 4 or 5. So number 10 is cool. And again, like I said, any of these older series, sometimes the higher numbers end up being a little bit more valuable. I don't know if there are or not. I'm just happy to see higher numbers. Volume 7. Because the higher numbers are going to be the ones that are shorter printed, harder to find. Volume 9, and Volume 5. Thrilled to pick all those up. We have Dragon Ball Z Volume 7. So yeah, I want to get all this, Akira Toriyama stuff. So high on my want list at the moment. But I want to kind of put stuff together. Volume 11. I don't want to go out my way and spend a lot of money on it. I want to just, as I hunt, find them for $3 a piece, basically. Volume 14. So thrilled to pick up a whole bunch all at once. And Volume 20. A few more. Volume 21. Volume 24. I do really like his artwork. I think it's just really fun. Really fun and cute and entertaining. Volume 26. That's a little bit of a thicker volume. Yeah, that looks awesome. Mobile Suit Gundam Volume 2. This is like a smaller book. Interesting. And Volume 3. So that's interesting. We have Wolf's Rain Volume 1. Okay, that looks kind of interesting. Not 100% sure what it's about, but it looks a little bit intriguing to me. My interests are piqued. Volume 2. Yeah, I like the artwork on the covers. Yeah, it looks cool. You guys, a lot of this stuff I'm just not super familiar with. So if you see interesting things, always let me know. The more knowledge I learn from you, the more exciting it is for me to do hauls like this. Because it's like, I'm trying to create something that's entertaining for everyone, but I'm also trying to entertain and educate myself. It's a fun two-way street, basically. Dragon Ball number 4. So like, I'll get something cool, you guys talk about it, then I learn more about it. Bastard Volume 12. So this is a smaller, not as big as the other ones. Looks really interesting though. I have a feeling some of these are a little bit rarer. Bastard Volume 13. Artwork looks great inside. Yeah, that looks really awesome. I'm actually happy to get those. Bastard Volume 7. So I don't know if this overlaps with the larger size ones. But yeah, they're cool. They're cool. Volume 10. Volume 11. These look very interesting. Some kind of like fantasy action series. Yeah, this looks really, really cool looking. Battle Angel Alita Last Order. Volume 6. Love Battle Angel Alita, so that's awesome. My Little Monster Volume 4. I think I have a couple from that series. My Little Monster Volume 9. And Trigun. It's Volume 2, like a thicker. I don't know if it's the same series or like a different series, but it looks like a bigger, thicker issue. Battle Angel Alita Last Order Angel Goes Nova. Volume 10. Okay, thrilled to get that actually. Volume 2. Volume 4. And Volume 5. Okay, really thrilled to get that. Okay, then it looks like we have a little bit of a pile of Hellsing. Some more classics. Number 7. Number 6. Number 5. This one's kind of rough. But again, I paid $3 a piece. I'm okay with a few being kind of beat up at that price. Number 4. Number 3. And number 1. So we have a nice run of these. Classic stuff. So I really first started getting into anime and manga in the early 2000s. So it's like this kind of stuff. Like, what year did this come out? I just remember this was the kind of stuff that was really popular back then. This is, it's a first print, 2003. So yeah, being a first print actually might have a little value as well. More of the Ragnarok series, number 3. Number 2. Which I don't think I have this one. It looks fun inside though. Heat Guy J. I don't see the number, so that might just be a one-shot. Looks kind of cool. Neon Genesis Evangelion Volume 9. This one's a little bit beat up. Still thrilled to get it for $3 though. And Volume 8. Thrilled to get that too. Back cover's really nice. Alright, very cool stuff. Bastard Volume 6. So I got a good chunk of that run. I'm actually thrilled to pick all those up. Excel Saga Volume 4 and Volume 3. Very, very, very fun collection of stuff to pick up. Okay, that ended up being a really sweet lot of manga I picked up. About $3 a piece, plus $10 for the Vinland Saga. 81 volumes for $250 about. That's amazing. Lots of cool older stuff. I think some of this stuff's actually a little bit more expensive. And just overall, I am thrilled. I would love to pick up a lot like this on a monthly basis. Honestly, I need to look for more manga at different comic conventions because I seem to be able to find it relatively cheap. Okay, amazing. I am thrilled with that haul.